Hey foodies, thanks for watching. Today I want to make alfajores. These are a traditional Argentinian cookie. It's a sandwich cookie with dulce de leche. And I'm excited to make these with you. And you want to start with a bowl of gluten-free all-purpose flour. And today I'm using Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour. And you want to mix together your baking powder and your baking soda. And I'm just going to give that a little mix. There we go. And I'm going to set that aside. And then, in a mixing bowl, I want to add my butter. And this needs to be softened butter. There we go. And my eggs and my sugar. And I'm using 2 different kinds of sugar. And this is going to help make it really soft and light and fluffy. There we go. So I'm going to beat this up till it's light and fluffy. It's gotten really light and fluffy. And we're going to scrape down the walls. There we go. Looking good. Oh, that smells so good. And I'm going to mix in my vanilla. And I'm going to give that a little mix. I just love how light and pale this gets when you really mix up that butter. And it gets into that really beautiful yellow. Okay. So now I want to add in my flour mixture. I'm going to drop that down. Let's just get that in there. There we go. Now, the nice thing with baking with gluten-free is you don't have to worry about this getting tough, because traditionally, when you're making an alfajore cookie, you'd only want to mix it until it's just combined. But because there's no gluten to develop, you can mix it and mix it and mix it, so it's a really well-mixed cookie dough. It looks and smells so good. So I'm going to scrape off my paddle. There we go. That's looking really nice. Okay, that can go in there. And now I'm going to switch to a scraper, and I'm going to put this onto some plastic wrap, because we're going to make it into a ball. And then we're going to refrigerate it for a couple hours. Oh, that's beautiful looking dough. Okay. Oh, it doesn't really stick much. That's nice. Okay, let's ball this up. Squish it down a little bit. And the reason why I'm refrigerating it is just to get it to the butter to firm up just a little tiny bit, to make it a little easier to roll out. See you in a moment. It's been about an hour with this in the fridge, and it's firmed up quite a bit. So let's unwrap this. There we go. Set that aside. And I've got some dusting flour here. And I'm just going to start rolling this out. You can see it's crumbling a little bit, but it's going to come together as it warms up a little bit. Squish that there. Yeah, it's very cold on the outside edges. There we go. And I want to roll this out to about 1/8 of an inch, or 3 to 5 millimeters thick. Add a little bit more flour on there just to keep it from sticking. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, I got a little lump there. There we go. So I've got a fluted edge cookie cutter. It's about 2 inches or 5 centimeters in diameter. And I'm just going to cut out cookies. Just like that. I want to make sure I avoid like the cracks and things like that. Now I'm just going to remove some of the parts that I'm not using. There we go. So that it's easy to get at the cookie itself. And I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet, and I'm going to just place these on my baking sheet. I'm going to leave a little tiny bit of room, but not a lot of room. Probably just 3 wide. So I'm going to go ahead and roll out the rest of this dough. In the meantime, I'm going to place this in the fridge for about 15 minutes just to let it to firm up and to prevent spreading once they bake. And I'm going to bake them in a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 to 10 minutes or until they're golden brown. See you in a moment. These look so good. They took 8 minutes in my oven. Your oven might be slightly different because, I mean, every oven's going to be different for temperature and environmental conditions. So if it's raining out, it might be a little longer, it might be a little less. So do keep an eye on them. And so you can see, I mean, they're golden brown right around the edges and they look absolutely beautiful. They smell really good. So what we're gonna do with these, I've let them cool for about 10 minutes. So, I mean, you can obviously touch them, which is really nice. I'm gonna set them over here. I've made Dulce de Leche, and there's 2 ways that you can make it. You can take a can of sweetened condensed milk, you take the label off of it, and then you put it in a pot. You don't open the can, you just put it in a pot of boiling water, about 5 centimeters of water or 2 inches of water, and you boil it for about 2 hours. And you're gonna get this rich caramelized paste, which is really nice. The other method is you have a pie plate with the sweetened condensed milk in it, and then you cover it with tin foil and you bake it in an oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit with a pool of water underneath it in like a roasting pan. So there's 2 ways of making it, and it comes out with a very similar texture. I took mine a step further and I caramelized mine even further. So I put mine in a double boiler, and I just, after it had cooked and caramelized, and I got these little flecks of caramelization in it, and it just brings out little notes of sweetness and caramel notes. It's really nice. So that's Dulce de Leche. I'm sure you can buy it at a store though, but why not make it when you can make it yourself? So all we have to do is we're going to take a cookie, and I'll switch this on the other side. And then we take a big blob of this and we put it right in the middle, maybe a little more. You don't want too much, but you want enough to taste it. And then we take another one and we're just gonna squish it down just like that. Oh, look at that. Look at, you can see it's coming out the edges. And if you want, we can coat it, the Dulce de Leche, with a little bit of coconut. Oh, doesn't that look so good? And let's do another one. So I'm gonna grab another nice blob of this great sauce. And this will last in your fridge once you've made it, the dulce de leche, up to 2 weeks in your fridge. Okay, and I'm gonna squish that down. Oh, they look so good. Oh, a little bit of coconut didn't get in there. Let's see if I can fit it in. There we go. That looks really nice. Let's do another one. I'm kind of excited to do an extra. Okay, that's looking nice. Oops. And then nice and simple. And this one I'm going to leave without the coconut. Just why not? And then lastly, you want to take a little bit of icing sugar and just coat the tops. Oh, doesn't that look so lovely? I want to dig in and see what it tastes like. I'm going to go with that one. Oh, it smells so nice. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's a really nice cookie. I was a little worried when I pulled the cookies out and I'm like, ooh, are they done enough? Are they not done enough? And I mean, some of them are a little soft, but they're perfect. I mean, I thought they would be just crumbly and falling apart on me, but no, you can see like I bit down and it broke a little bit, but it's good. Wow. And I love the amount of dulce de leche that I put in the middle. I mean, it's not so much that it's overpowering and overwhelming because I've got the flavor, the vanilla flavor from the cookie, and that little tiny bit of coconut there adds just a little hint of coconut, but then you got that caramelization and the sugary notes and the caramel notes that come from the dulce de leche, and it's really good. If you're looking for the recipe, you can visit glutenfreeguy.ca. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. You can also watch this and other videos on Rogers TV. Thanks for watching.